Hello, this is Songs I'm Currently Obsessed With, June 2024 edition. So this is the third edition of this series. For this month, I don't have as many songs as I did last month. I couldn't really find that many songs this month for whatever reason, but I'm sure I'll have some more for next month. But I don't know, I keep finding new songs, but YouTube and SoundCloud are where I find a lot of my songs from, a lot of the new songs that I keep having on these series, on this video series. I do have a new PowerPoint for framing, or a new PowerPoint that I'm using right now. It's a little bit different, so I'm switching it up this month. And once again, if you do have any song recommendations for me, drop them down below in the comments and I'll listen to those songs. Alright, let's begin. The song is Beach House by Del Water Gap. This is my favorite song I've heard this month. At one point, I was actually listening to this song every single hour of the day, daily. So I was listening to it a lot, multiple times a day. Beach House is my favorite song from Del Water Gap's new album. I didn't really care for the other songs, if I'm being honest, but Beach House is my favorite by far. I actually heard Del Water Gap's other song called NFU. That one I did hear first, but then I heard Beach House a few days later, and Beach House took the #1 spot. I do still listen to NFU sometimes, but not all the time. So I found this song on a SoundCloud playlist. It was similar songs to T-Shirt by Laura Elliott. So for Beach House, I love the chorus. That's probably my favorite part of this song. Well, it is my favorite part of this song. I tried to sing the chorus, and you have to have some amazing breath control to sing the chorus. It's just it's like non-stop, just singing non-stop for several seconds. And I had a very hard time. I was like trying to sing the next part of the song, but I was out of breath trying to sing this chorus. I might insert a clip of that.
All I need is a place to go. Her sweat, cigarette, till I'm back in the madness. Let me leave, I don't wanna know. Her sweat, sunset for a taste of the habit. And there's no way out, and there's no way out. Don't bite the hand, don't let me drown. In the K-hole, listening to Nick Cave. I cut my tongue sucking on a toothache.
So I saw Holly Humberstone posted a festival she's going to be performing at, and I saw that it's also at this festival. Chaperone's going to be there, Renee Rapp, Holly Humberstone, like I said. All of those people are going to be performing at this festival, and I love all those artists, so I was like, this was made for me. But I'm not going to go, but I just thought that was cool that all these artists that I listen to are going to be at this festival and performing at the same venue. And Del Water Gap is also performing there too, so that's another artist that I listen to. And I didn't know that I had heard Del Water Gap's music before until I listened to Beach House, and I was like, this picture, because he had an album cover picture, and I was like, this picture looks familiar. Then I put two and two together that I had listened to Del Water Gap before. So I went on YouTube and looked at his live performance of Beach House, and he was like singing and dancing and running around while also singing that chorus that I was talking about, and he was like perfect, amazing. You could hear every single word. He didn't even sound like he was out of breath, so I thought that was really cool. That artists and Del Water Gap, they can just go up there and run and sing and dance and not even break a sweat. And that takes a lot of time and effort, I'll assume. But that was Beach House by Del Water Gap. Another song that I do also like is Glitter and Honey. And like I said, NFU, I like those three songs from the album. But that was a Del Water Gap song. Lungs by Siobhan Winifred. Correct me about the pronunciation of that. I was going on the internet trying to find how to pronounce this, and everyone was saying different things, but let me know if I said it wrong. And look at this slide here. I like how I do all my PowerPoint slides when I make this video series, but I like the lungs I put at the bottom. It's really nice. I took inspiration from her lungs song cover that she has. All of these are kind of inspired by the songs, and then sometimes the lyrics and titles too. That's how I make these PowerPoint slides. But I love the song Lungs, especially the chorus. I just have to say it, but Siobhan reminds me so much of Holly Humberstone. They share a similar aesthetic, and they have similar music as well, so I just they're so similar, those two. And she does look a little bit like her, just a little bit too. But not identical, but some features here and there, you know. But I do need them to get together and do the Spider-Man meme. That'd be funny. If you know me, you know Holly Humberstone is one of my favorite artists. If you couldn't tell, I mentioned her 4 times already. So finding Siobhan was pretty cool. As I said, they're kind of similar, so I think that's pretty cool. I found Siobhan on SoundCloud and the similar songs to Neve Ella's Car Park playlist. Yep, SoundCloud and everything. Neve Ella is in all of these videos at this point. It just so happens. She has a new song out called Sugar Coated, which is on the thumbnail. I think it's the picture I put in the middle, where she's in the water, kind of. Sugar Coated, I didn't really care for it too much, but I'll re-listen to it, because I might like that. But it is still a decent song, it's just, I didn't really care for it. But anyways, back to Siobhan Winifred. So my favorite Siobhan songs are 1, Lungs, and number 2 is Killers. So Killers, I did find, that's the first song I've heard of Siobhan's. It was on SoundCloud. That was in that playlist I was talking about. I almost didn't listen to Siobhan's song at all. I was going to exit SoundCloud, and then as I was going through the playlist trying to figure out what song to play next, I saw that song called Killers, and I clicked on it, and I heard it, and now I'm a huge fan of Siobhan's music. Killers it used to be number 1, and then I heard Lungs after I went on Siobhan's SoundCloud profile and found that song. But they're pretty much even, but Lungs I do like a tad bit better. And number 3 is Sober, and number 4 is Black Hole. So I'll play a little bit of Killer, since I did say they're pretty much tied. This song I was saying, it's kind of like Holly Humberstone. That's what I was like, okay, they're very much similar artists too. This is just how I dance to the music when I hear it. Just a little on. But that was Siobhan Winifred songs. I think she's one of my new favorite artists now too. She doesn't have that many songs out. She's actually a relatively newer artist. I think her first song might have dropped a year ago. So, very new. And Lungs, the music video just came out a few days ago too. And the song itself. But that was Siobhan Winifred. Shut Up by GIOIA. Correct me if I'm wrong on the pronunciation yet again. I was looking at 4 different YouTube videos trying to see how to pronounce it, and nobody even pronounced it. They didn't say anything about it. I was like, I wasted my time. So, GIOIA is Italian, the artist and the name. So if anyone knows Italian and wants to help me with that. I love how this song starts. I don't know what's going on. You'll hear it. I gotta stop singing on this. And I'll keep singing. But that's my favorite part. I love how it starts. The whole song is really nice. Just the whole song. It's I would like this song to be longer, how good it is. I know what's going on, yet I let you invade. I found this song on June 11th. It was recommended to me on YouTube. The song was released in April, but I just recently found it. I'm sure it would have been on my April edition if I had heard it in April. It's a really good song. It's super catchy as well. I gave GIOIA a sub and a follow too from this song. I like it so much. Let's hope GIOIA makes more music like this, because I'll become a huge fan if she does. I love this part of the song where she sings the high notes. This is another part where I'm like, I love how the high notes are kind of structured, how this part is structured. This song was my introduction to Joia's music. This song is very different from her other songs, her entire discography, like night and day. And I'm guessing she's trying to switch it up or just go a different direction with the music. And if this is, like I said, if this is how the music is going to be from now on, I'll be seated. I'll be staying. It's a really good song. It's my favorite song I've heard from hers by far. I did see on social media today that she just dropped a snippet of a new song that might be released soon. So I'll be on the lookout for it. It sounded good too. I was scrolling through Joia's YouTube shorts and I came across a short that she did where she showed how she made this song and where she got the idea from it. For it. It was really cool to see the process of how the song was created and where she started and how the song kept being built layer by layer. She actually created this entire song off of a beat that she made in her head, a little idea in her head. So it was like da 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 da. If you look on her YouTube shorts, it sounds a little better than what I just did, but that's basically the beat that made the entire song essentially. That helped her create this entire song. And I thought that was cool. So that little da-da part that that part that I just did, this is the part of the song. All these words coming out of your mouth, there's no need to go around. It burns when the power is out, yeah, from the north moving to the south. But you see, that's the chorus of the song, so that little da-da-da-da-da-da made that whole entire chorus. I thought that was really cool. That seeing that process and everything. I wish more artists would show their processes and how they make music in their songs, like studio sessions. I would love to see that, but most artists don't do that. Maybe they don't think to record, but I would love to see more artists do that. I just love it. And to see artists, how they made some of my favorite songs that I love, that would be cool. But that was Shut Up by Joia. Next I have two songs. I have Liquor Run and Numbers by Ruby Waters. So Ruby Waters is actually one of my favorite artists and she dropped a new album which released on May 31st. And of the songs on that album, Liquor Run is tied with Adult Swim for my favorite songs from the album. So number one. Liquor Run is just so good. It's really good. But the song is very sad when you listen to the lyrics and you actually hear the song. Here's a bit of Liquor Run. Numbers is my third favorite song from Ruby's new album. It's a fun sounding song. I love the pre-chorus. I love the chorus. It's just a really good song. Ruby was really bringing it with the vocals this album. Not saying that she wasn't before, but this album, you could really hear her singing ability and what she can do vocally. It was really, yeah. Here's a bit of Numbers. I wish YouTube would let me play more of this song, but then I'd just probably play the whole entire song on this thing. But the 10 seconds is not enough. I need to dance a little bit more. I love how when you listen to Numbers, you can actually hear the drums. Did you hear a little bit of it and the guitar too? I like how you can hear it. You can definitely tell that was live. That was done live. It sounds really crisp. Some things just sound bad with headphones too. But I did make an entire video reviewing this album and I dropped that a few weeks ago. And I'll link that in the description for anybody who wants to hear my thoughts on the album more in depth. Link in the description yet again. So my favorite songs from this album are, here are my favorite songs from the new album by Ruby Waters. So number one, I have Adult Swim. And then I said Adult Swim and Liquor Run were tied, so I put 1.5. So Liquor Run is at 1.5. Number two is at Numbers. Number two is Numbers. And number three, Dropping Out. And number four is Sour Patch. The thing about Dropping Out is when I first heard it, I didn't like it at all. So having it go from like this to this, and even number three, that's crazy, but that's what I mean by you have to re-listen to some songs and then you'll like them. So give songs some chances. 3 strikes you out. Maybe do that well. Adult Swim and Sour Patch and another song called Bucket, those were actually released as singles before the album released about 2 to 3 months ago, so that's why those songs aren't on this specific edition for June. But I did have those songs on my last edition for May, so if you want to go check those out, link in the description. A few days ago, someone posted on YouTube Ruby's full concert that she recently did a few days ago. So I got to see her perform all those songs live, all the new songs live for the first time. And I thought that was cool. I think a lot of things are cool, don't I? But that was a little bit of Ruby Waters' new album, What's the Point, and some of my favorite songs from the album. So Orange Juice by Between Friends. And you see I put some oranges on the slide. It had to be done. The song is called Orange Juice. So Between Friends, they are a sibling duo. I actually just learned that yesterday, that they were a sibling duo. I have heard Between Friends before. I heard the song that they have called Affection, but for whatever reason, I didn't really like that song when I first heard it. But after listening to it recently, I do like it now. But I heard Orange Juice about a week and a half ago. It was on a playlist of songs similar to Sunburn by Spill Tab, which was my favorite song last month. With Orange Juice, I love the chorus. It's a really nice chorus. Very catchy too. With Between Friends, a lot of their songs are different. Each song is different, so you're getting something new every time you listen to it. Here's a chorus for Orange Juice. Orange juice, let me sip on you. Then somebody do mix it up like orange juice. Between Friends, they have some really good vocals between the two singers. They sound amazing. The production and the vocals are always good too in every song that I've heard. Although I've only heard a few songs, but none of them have been bad at all. So I actually might be a fan of them now. Every single song, like I said, I've heard, they've all been really good. So here are my top 5 songs that I've heard from Between Friends. Pretty much the only 5 songs I've heard from them. But number 1 is Orange Juice. And number 2, I have Pleasure Delayer. So Pleasure Delayer is the second song that I've heard from them. But it got bumped down once I heard Orange Juice. But it's still a really good song, so maybe they're even. So I found this song on a SoundCloud playlist. I know. It was on a playlist of similar songs to T-Shirt by Laura Elliott. That was my second favorite song I heard last month. But lately I just find all my songs from SoundCloud playlist or YouTube recommendation. But it's been working. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know what I mean? Between Friends, they both have amazing voices. And this song in particular, the male vocalist, Brandon, he has an amazing voice. Just how he sounds, it really complements the song so well. Say it's my fault 'cause I call you late. You see, the songs are a bit different. They switched up pretty much every song that I've heard so far. But I really like this song, and I'm not someone that likes slow songs, and his vocals are amazing, and her vocals are amazing too. My favorite part of the song is the chorus. I kind of nearly showed a little bit of the chorus, but where they sing, kind of towards the end of the chorus, where they sing, I'll play it. Do I sound as good as him? You don't have to lie. Imagine if I couldn't play any of his songs and I had to sing all of them. Y'all would be like, oh my gosh. And I'm not that bad at singing, but that's my favorite part of the song. I just love when artists do note changes. It really hits me on every time. It's so good. But here are the rest of the top 5 songs. Number 3 is Affection. That's actually the first song I've ever heard from Between Friends. That song's really good too. And number 4 is Eyes on My Baby. A little fun fact, orange juice is actually my favorite juice. I really love orange juice, especially with breakfast. But that was Between Friends. Calling After Me by Wallows. Who's somebody you know you shouldn't call? Who you kissing in the back of your car? So I am familiar with Dylan. I watched quite a few of the shows that he's acted in. And of course I know him best from 13 Reasons Why. That show was the talk of the town. That show was all over school. It was all over my school. It was pretty much everywhere, really. So that's where I know him the most from. But I was shocked to find that Dylan was a part of a band, which we know as Wallows. So I listened to the band's music quite a few times after I found out that he was in this band. And I have been trying to get into the Wallows for a few years now. I just can't ever do it. I don't know why, but the songs aren't for me. Maybe it's the singing, although he's not a bad singer. It's just kind of the tone, I guess, and also the slower tempo of the songs. You know, I don't like slow songs too much, but I mean, their songs aren't really that slow. I don't know, I just don't like many of the songs that I've heard from them. The only other song outside of Calling After Me that I do like from them is one of their most popular songs, which is Are You Bored Yet? Featuring Clairo. I like that song. I did listen to their newest album. I gave it a full listen, and I didn't really like any of the songs on there. I know I'm being a massive Wallows hater right now. No, I know. Wallows, they have really good instrumentals, and all their songs, everything has really good instrumentals from what I've heard so far. But I just couldn't get into the rest of the songs, or the actual songs themselves, but I do love Calling After Me. And if anyone knows any Wallows songs that are as good as Calling After Me, drop them down below. I'll give those a listen. Because I really do want to like their music, because they do sound good and all that, but I just can't get into it. I don't know. Calling After Me was my favorite song from the album. I like this song the best, but I never saved it to any playlist or anything like that until I re-listened to it recently, and I actually liked it upon maybe my fourth listen, maybe second, third listen. I know that's all over the place, but I listened to it a few times, and then I was like, oh, I like this song. Maybe I have to give their other songs that kind of chancing. You know, Three Strikes You're Out, maybe. But I do love Calling After Me now. And I've watched a few of their live performances of this song. My favorite was the one that they did for Amazon. They had really good stage presence, and the performance was really good. So I love how when Dylan performs the song, when he sings it, and in the music video, if you watch that music video, you see he gets a little sassy with it. That's kind of what he does in the performances and in the music video. He's like, I know. I thought that was funny. A lot of people like that part too. And he rolls his eyes too, like. That was Calling After Me by the Wallows. That was Calling After Me by Wallows. I don't know why I keep saying the Wallows. It's just Wallows. Last but not least is Rental by Fana Hues. I found the song on May 30th. This is actually the first song I heard of this month, and the song was recommended to me on YouTube. I have heard Fana's Hues music before, and her song Paper Tigers was recommended to me on YouTube, so I clicked on that one. And then a few months later, or a month later, Rental, I saw that one in my YouTube, so YouTube was like, you need to listen to this. And I did. And I like both songs, but Rental is definitely my favorite song that I've heard from Fana. It was definitely released at the perfect time. It's a great song for the summer. When I hear this song, I always want to dance. It's a great song to dance to. And in the music video, it's a group of them and they're all dancing in front of a rental van, inside the rental van. And she has a little choreography, so you can, when I listen to the song, I always do the choreo. But I won't do that for this one. But here's a little bit of that song. But that was Rental, baby. That was Rental by Fana Hues. See, you can dance to it, right? Please don't scratch the rental, baby. This is kind of awkward. Just no music, just me singing and trying to dance. Or trying to sing and dancing. Alright. So that's the end for this month's installment of songs I'm currently obsessed with. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and let me know if you liked any of the songs that I'm currently obsessed with this month. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts. I make these videos so I can share the music that I love with you, so maybe you can discover new artists or new songs that you might like. And I'll link a playlist to every single song I've had in this video. I'll link that below in the description, and I'll also link my songs I'm currently obsessed with series that I did, my May and April editions. I hope you all go check that out. And also, yet again, link the Ruby Waters album review that I did. So I'm officially done with this month, and I'll see you next month. Bye.